Thank you very much for your interest in our Transitional Internship Program. My name is Ryan McLeod. I'm the Youth Programs Coordinator here at Independence Associates, and I just wanted to run through some basic information about our TIP program, maybe give some information about what it is and how you can be a part of it. So first question is, what is TIP? TIP stands for the Transitional Internship Program. It's funded through MRC, Mass Rehab Commission, and is carried out by us here at Independence Associates in East Bridgewater. We are a center for independent living. We work with people to make sure that they can live with disabilities in the community instead of in a more restrictive environment like a hospital or a nursing home. TIP is a work readiness program designed to allow youths with disabilities to learn skills related to working as well as have an internship experience. Graduates of TIP should leave with work experience for their resume, work readiness skills that they should be able to use for the rest of their working lives, as well as the money they earned for working and training. So a little bit of a spoiler for this question. Is it paid? Yes, it is paid. It's currently paid at minimum wage, which in Massachusetts right now is $11 an hour, which is not bad. Participants can opt for either direct deposit or a check, just like you can at many work sites. Participants under the age of 18 will need a work permit, just like any job. And make sure you speak with your skills trainer if you've been assigned one, or you can ask me or come to us for more information about what happens if you're currently receiving Social Security, SSI, and you'd like to work. Sometimes working can affect your money a little bit, but there are programs to help make sure that you can keep most or all of it. So who is eligible for TIP? In order to be a participant in TIP, in the Transitional Internship Program, you must be a referred consumer. And by referred, we'll talk about that, what that means a little bit more deeply in a coming slide. So referred consumers that are 16 to 22 years old who are enrolled in some sort of school, be it high school, college, some sort of vocational training, etc., etc. And then the second part of this is with either a significant disability or disabilities. What do we mean by significant disability? Essentially, it means that it affects one or more than one part of the consumer's life, and the person who ultimately judges whether your own disability is significant or not is the person themselves. So if you're a consumer and you have a disability and you're concerned that your disability maybe wouldn't be considered significant, well, it's really up to you. If you consider your social anxiety or whatever your disability happens to be, if you consider that to be something that is debilitating in one or more parts of your life, then it's significant. We're looking mostly for consumers who do not have a job currently, because if you have a job, you wouldn't need a program like this. And then minimal or no work experience. So we're not looking for somebody who's been working for a long time, who's just looking for a spot to land in and take part. We're looking for people who maybe otherwise have difficulty or who have been unable to find a job in competitive employment. And you have to live in our service area. Those are our 31 cities and towns. Check them out. Other TIP information, it is a competitive program. We're really looking for work-ready people. We are not job coaches. We will show up at least every couple of weeks, make sure everything's going okay at the work site, but we are not job coaches. We do not stay with you while you complete your internship. In order to arrange that sort of extra accommodation, talk to your MRC counselor, your VR counselor. We have 2 sessions. One's in the summer, one's in the school year. The dates are a little bit flexible, but generally we're going to talk about 7 weeks for 12 hours over the summer, and then we're talking about 12 weeks for a minimum of 6 hours during the week for the school year. And participants may request and be granted permission to participate in up to 2 consecutive TIP sessions. So where will the participants work? We have different partner sites in the community, and we're also open to working with anybody who is willing to work with us. So what we will try to do is on our application, it will give you an opportunity to answer about some of your interests. We always try to do a job interview before you're accepted or denied from TIP. And in that job interview, we will definitely be looking for more information related to where we could place you to have you be successful. We have a bunch of internship sites that we're currently using right now. One's the Salvation Army in 3 different towns. I believe we're currently in Bridgewater, Rainham, and Brockton. New England Wildlife, Canton Cat Rescue, East Bridgewater Community Access Television, WATD-FM, Lowe's Home Improvement Store, the YMCA, and also here in our building, we take interns as well. If you're interested in working in human services or an office environment, or you're just interested in working in the disability movement, it would be a great opportunity to intern here. Also, we encourage you to seek out your own internship opportunities. Have you ever really wanted to work somewhere, but maybe they can't afford to hire you? Well, if you can get them to take you on as an intern, we can pay you to work there while they get a free employee. It's not a bad program. We encourage anybody who's willing to work with us, any sort of partners in the community that have a place for our interns to work, to get in touch with us, to work with us, and we pay the employee, we take on all the liability, we insure everything. It's all on us, and you get a free participant for participating. The program component, 6 mandatory job readiness trainings held in person at the Independence Associates office, and alternative arrangements may be possible in certain circumstances, but generally we're going to ask you to try to get to these meetings. If you miss them, sometimes your skills trainer can work one-on-one, or we're in the process of making some online modules. But right now those are still in the early stages, so we ask you to please try to come to the meetings, to the sessions. Your skills trainer will visit your work site at least bi-weekly to check up on you, and the program is especially beneficial for youths who will take this opportunity seriously and work to acquire skills and capabilities that they can use for the rest of their working lives. So the more you put into this program, the more you'll get out of it. How do you sign up? So in order to even apply for TIP, right at the top of our application, you will need the signature of your VR counselor, your vocational rehabilitation counselor from Massachusetts Rehabilitation Commission, MRC. So we need the referral. MRC funds the program, and they make the rules as to how the referrals work, and you must be referred by your VR counselor. You fill out the TIP application here, iacil.org/TIP application, completed with a signature from your VR counselor, and then you are encouraged to inform Independence Associates of your desire to apply for TIP as soon as possible, regardless of the dates of the TIP session. So even if it's February and we're not having a session until June or July or whatever it ends up being, we encourage you to get in touch with us as soon as possible, where we can make sure you're all set with your VR counselor. We can work with you in another program to make sure that you're work ready. The more time we have to work with you, the better for all of us. What if I do not have a VR counselor, right? What if you're currently not working with MRC, never thought to work with MRC, maybe you don't know who MRC is? What do? Contact us. Get in touch with us as soon as you possibly can. You can reach out directly to your local MRC branch, but it may be easier to go through us since we have connections over there. There's 3 in our service area that most of our people tend to be associated with. There's a MRC office in Brockton, MRC office in Taunton, and then an MRC office in Plymouth. So if you live around there and you want to try to reach out by yourself, you can. Otherwise, get in touch with us. We'll be happy to help. And it can take them some time once they get your application in order to get you through their process. It can take months. And youth skills trainers are available to work on other job readiness skills and independent living goals, regardless of your TIP eligibility or while you're waiting to be approved by MRC. So get in touch with us as soon as you can. So the procedure is application with a referral from a VR counselor. Then we will interview you and then make a decision on your admission. And then assuming you're accepted, we'll ask you to fill out human resources paperwork so we can pay you. You'll be placed at an internship site. You'll complete 6 job readiness trainings, and you'll work and make money. You can contact us by submitting an information and referral request at iacil.org/I&R. You can email me directly, rmacleod@iacil.org, or find me on Facebook. Or you can give us a call, 508-583-2166, and I'm at extension 106. Again, my name is Ryan. Thank you for listening.